Chosen one, take a slow breath and let your spirit open like a window catching the first light of dawn. You did not stumble into this moment. You were led here. Heaven circled this very second on the calendar of eternity, long before your name was ever whispered on earth. What you are hearing right now is not coincidence. It is a holy summons, a divine appointment written in the hidden chapters of your destiny. Even now, something is moving around you. The atmosphere feels different, almost charged, as if the air itself carries purpose. You are standing at the threshold of a supernatural rise, a divine wealth shift, a breakthrough so deep it changes the story your life has been telling. God is preparing a blessing with your name carved into it. Not a small blessing, but a kingdom-sized release. The kind that rewrites generational patterns and restores what was once lost. This is the hour when heaven interrupts the ordinary and unveils what has been concealed for years. Just as Habakkuk 2:3 declares, "The appointed time will surely come, it will not delay." And chosen one, that appointed time is now. You are stepping into a river that never runs dry, a flow of abundance that pours straight from the throne of the Almighty. Let your heart wake up. Let your expectations stretch. Something sacred is unfolding. Heaven is opening its vault and preparing to confirm everything your spirit has quietly known. Your soul already recognizes what your mind is only beginning to grasp. There is a stirring inside you, a quiet trembling in the deepest part of your being. You may not have words for it yet, but you feel it. A shift, a drawing, a holy approach. Something heaven sent is reaching toward you, larger than your plans, stronger than your fears, more accurate than anything you could design on your own. When God prepares a divine release, the Spirit often senses the arrival before the eyes can see the evidence. That tug you feel, that inner nudge, that sense that life is about to open in a way you cannot control or reverse, is not imagination. It is alignment. It is heaven brushing against your spirit, whispering that what is coming is not ordinary. It is divine. And before we go any further, remain with me until the very end of this video, because a powerful, tailor-made prayer is waiting for you. A prayer soaked in blessing and breakthrough, spoken over your life with intention and anointing. Now, as you step forward into this sacred moment, I invite you to declare your readiness. Type Amen in the comments as a sign of acceptance, as a bold statement that you are willing to step into your God-given purpose. And to every one of you who comments, who shares a prayer, who stands in agreement, thank you. Even if we cannot reply to each person, hear this clearly. Your journey is seen. Heaven knows your name. Now lean in, chosen one. The next words may reshape the way you walk into your future. And as we continue from where your spirit last felt that holy stirring, understand this truth. The blessing God is shaping for you is far bigger than numbers on a screen. It reaches deeper than financial comfort. It touches influence, legacy, and the quiet authority that shifts an entire atmosphere when you walk into a room. This is the kind of abundance that forms character before it fills hands, the kind that turns a life into a blueprint others can follow. Think for a moment of Joseph. His rise did not come through ease. It came through endurance in places designed to break him. Genesis tells us that even in a prison cell, the Lord was with Joseph and gave him success in whatever he did. His elevation was never about one man's prosperity. It was about feeding nations, preserving futures, and protecting generations he would never meet. His blessing was not tied to comfort, but to calling. And chosen one, you are stepping into a moment shaped in the same spirit. What God is preparing to release into your life is meant to build, restore, and uplift. It is meant to rewrite your family story. It is meant to carry healing into rooms that once felt barren. That quiet spark in your chest is not fear. It is recognition. Your spirit knows truth when it finds you. That stirring is the sound of overflow beginning to open. I have felt this stirring before. There were seasons when the promise towered higher than my resources, when timing seemed delayed and nothing matched what God had spoken. Yet without warning, one door opened, one connection aligned, one breakthrough unfolded with a precision I could never have engineered. And I learned that heaven often moves suddenly, yet never randomly. That is the kind of shift approaching you now. This blessing is not about luxury. It is about freedom, the holy kind that lets you breathe without fear of tomorrow. The freedom to pursue your calling without the weight of lack. The freedom to bless others without wondering if you will have enough left for yourself. Imagine walking through your day with a steady confidence, not earned by bank accounts, but anchored in the assurance that God has taken responsibility for your provision. That is the life heaven is forming in you. Because God is not only placing wealth in your hands, He is giving you the authority to restore what was broken, uplift what was forgotten, and walk into spaces that once felt unreachable. But elevation always requires inner renewal. Old fears cannot come with you. Doubt, insecurity, the whisper that says you are unworthy. These are the chains falling away now, like rust slipping from old iron. God is strengthening your inner structure so your outer abundance will not crush you. You may not feel ready. You may even wonder why you were chosen. Yet Scripture reminds us that Gideon doubted, Moses hesitated, and Jeremiah felt too young. Heaven still raised each one. God sees your quiet endurance, the prayers whispered in the dark, the humility that stayed even when life felt unfair. And that is why this moment belongs to you. Heaven entrusts resources to those anchored in purpose, not ego. Chosen one, you are not simply entering prosperity. You are entering destiny. And with destiny comes alignment. You may feel that pull inside, almost like an unseen hand guiding you towards something larger. This is not imagination. It is divine orchestration. Spiritual elevation always brings spiritual resistance, but resistance only proves proximity. You are not breaking down. You are breaking open. When God prepares you for greater blessing, He always begins with identity. He restores confidence where it was cracked. He strengthens resolve where it was weakened. He lifts your eyes so you can see beyond the limits of yesterday. I have lived through seasons where God showed me a glimpse of what was coming long before I was ready for it. That glimpse stayed with me, shaping me quietly until the promise finally appeared in full. And the same is happening within you. Heaven is preparing you not simply to receive abundance, but to steward it with wisdom and compassion. Blessing without purpose is empty, but blessing with assignment becomes a force that heals entire communities. Even now, God is revealing the people you are meant to touch, the places you are meant to transform, and the doors that will soon open before you. Chosen one, grace is carrying you into this next chapter. Grace is accelerating what once moved slowly. Grace is opening paths that effort alone could never reach. And as God aligns timing with purpose, what once felt impossible will unfold with ease. This is not fantasy. This is fulfillment, and you are stepping directly into it. And as we move from the last unfolding truth, breathe for a moment and let this settle within you. Heaven is preparing you for a calling that reaches beyond your lifetime. What God builds in you now is meant to outlive you. Your choices, your obedience, your resilience are becoming seeds that future generations will harvest. You are not simply approaching abundance. You are stepping into legacy. And even the steps that feel uncertain are being woven into a divine pattern that will stand long after today. This inner shifting you feel is part of that design. It is quiet but undeniable, like a deep stretch within your spirit making room for something larger. Your thoughts drift toward greater dreams. Your heart feels drawn toward purpose in ways you cannot fully explain. You find yourself outgrowing environments that once felt familiar. These are signs of spiritual promotion, evidence that heaven is expanding your capacity before the outward blessing appears. When God prepares someone for greater influence, the training often arrives disguised. Closed doors, unexpected endings, changing relationships. What once felt like loss later reveals itself as protection. I have lived through seasons where I prayed for certain people or opportunities to stay in my life, only to discover later that heaven had spared me from things I could not see. Some of God's deepest blessings look like disappointment at first glance, and as you walk forward, you will notice another change. The version of you that lived in doubt is falling away. You are becoming someone who recognizes divine timing, someone who stays steady even when life shifts suddenly, someone who trusts that heaven is still working when nothing makes sense. This is the shaping of a steward, the foundation work beneath a future that will rise high and strong. Much like David tending sheep before he ever held a crown, heaven trains character long before it reveals destiny. You may question why you were chosen, why your spirit feels different, why you sense things before they manifest. It is because you have been set apart, not by circumstance, but by heaven's intention. I have experienced moments where doors opened that I never touched and rooms welcomed me that I never pursued. Those moments were reminders that chosen vessels are guided by divine orchestration, not human striving. Your season of scarcity is closing. Heaven is shifting you into a flow where resources, ideas, and opportunities arrive with clarity that almost startles you. This is the same grace that moved through Ruth when she gleaned in the right field at the right moment and stepped into a future she never imagined. You carry that same unseen favor. And yes, with elevation comes resistance. The enemy pushes hardest when breakthrough is nearest. I have known seasons where everything seemed to shake at once, only to realize later that those moments were spiritual contractions, signs that something new was being born. What you feel now is not collapse, it is emergence. Heaven is renovating your inner world. Old fears are loosening. Old identities are falling away. You are growing into someone who no longer dims their light to fit in. Someone who walks with holy confidence. Someone who recognizes their worth without apology. This inner shift is preparation for the blessing ahead, because abundance requires clarity of identity before it can safely rest in your hands. Imagine, even briefly, waking up and realizing the struggle that once defined you has ended. Imagine peace taking the place of worry. Imagine walking through doors that once seemed far beyond your reach. That future is drawing near. The signs are already showing in how you think, move, and dream. You are not preparing for a small increase. You are preparing for a supernatural transfer, One heaven has scripted with your name etched into it. And as you move deeper into this unfolding, your spirit begins to understand that you are no longer just witnessing your transformation. You are participating in it. This holy restlessness you feel, this sense that old spaces no longer fit, is heaven expanding you. Your faith is becoming movement. Your obedience is becoming strategy. Your surrender is becoming strength. Heaven is sharpening your hearing so you can sense what is coming before it arrives. Much like Elijah hearing the sound of heavy rain before a single cloud appeared. Alignment begins long before evidence. God has been shaping you quietly through every trial. The tears you shed, the nights you endured, the prayers whispered in exhaustion were classrooms of endurance and discernment. And now, as abundance approaches, you will carry it with the depth of someone who has been refined, not rushed, because the blessing coming to you is more than money. Money is the smallest part of it. What is approaching is clarity, influence, divine positioning, creative insight, relationships crafted by heaven, and opportunities your past self could not have dreamed of. This is why God has been healing old wounds and lifting burdens you thought would stay forever. To walk in supernatural wealth, you must first walk in supernatural identity. When you see yourself as heaven sees you, everything else begins to align. And as we move deeper from the last truth, chosen one, understand this. The moments where you feel most alone are not signs of abandonment, but signs of elevation. Heaven often draws you into quiet spaces so your vision can mature without interference. Some people stepped away, not because they were harmful, but because they could not journey with who you are becoming. You are not losing anything. You are being repositioned, and those meant for your next chapter will meet you there, whole and ready. A shift is also taking place in how you see provision. Wealth is no longer just a resource to you. It is becoming a calling, a mantle entrusted to those who will use it to restore, rebuild, and renew. You are being shaped into a distributor of heaven's abundance, someone whose generosity becomes light in heavy places. This is the kind of impact that touches families, awakens dreams, and revives broken communities. Heaven is preparing you for unexpected acceleration as well. What once seemed slow may soon unfold with sudden clarity. One idea, one conversation, one act of obedience can redirect an entire future. I have lived through seasons where the shift felt instantaneous after years of quiet growth. That is how divine timing works. It gathers silently, then reveals itself all at once. You are approaching that threshold now, so stay attentive, steady, and surrendered. The blessing ahead requires a listening spirit more than a reactive one. And breathe this truth in deeply. You are not waiting for your blessing. Your blessing is waiting for you to step fully into the identity God placed within you. This inner trembling you feel, the mixture of peace and anticipation, is not anxiety. It is recognition. Your soul senses the nearness of something that will reshape your life. It is the same quiet intensity creation holds before dawn breaks. The same stillness Elijah sensed before hearing God in a gentle whisper. Heaven is drawing near. As this nearness grows, you may notice subtle upgrades within yourself. Your dreams stretch wider, your thoughts reach higher. You crave purpose more than survival. Old fears lose their place. Old environments feel too small. This is not restlessness, it is alignment. You are outgrowing the version of yourself formed during seasons of survival and stepping into the one designed for overflow. Your reactions to challenge prove how much you've grown. Where panic once lived, now prayer rises. Where defeat once overshadowed you, now direction emerges. Where approval once consumed you, now alignment guides you. These shifts are heaven's fingerprints. I have walked through similar seasons when pressure pushed me into growth I did not recognize at the time. Only later did I see how those transitions prepared me for responsibility I could not have carried before. You are in that same preparation now. The blessing approaching you carries generational purpose. It is designed to break the financial wounds of your lineage and rewrite patterns rooted in fear. You are the turning point, the one chosen to set a new standard of abundance built on faith, not survival. And the reason your path has included seasons of waiting, stretching, and hiddenness is because heaven strengthens foundations before it reveals structures. You were not overlooked. You were protected until the moment of unveiling drew near. And now that moment is close. Allow yourself to imagine the life God is shaping for you. A life where peace greets you instead of pressure, where provision flows instead of fluctuates, where opportunities and resources align with clarity, and where purpose stands firm within you. This is not fantasy. It is divine reality unfolding in its appointed time. Your future influence requires maturity, discernment, and steady wisdom. That is why some challenges have lingered longer than expected. You are being taught how to wait without collapsing, trust without proof, and move without fear. Every test refined you. Every delay strengthened you. Every setback trained you for what carries weight. Heaven is preparing to place resources in your hands that will bless thousands. Money will be only one layer. Your words will heal. Your presence will calm storms. Your ideas will open doors. Your generosity will lift others. Everywhere you go, evidence of God's favor will quietly mark your path because you have aligned, not forced. You are not ordinary, chosen one. The stirring inside you is not ordinary. The dreams you hold are not ordinary. Heaven is calling you into a life shaped by divine wisdom, supernatural provision, and spiritual authority. Stay close to God. Stay grounded in truth. Stay surrendered to the process. What is coming will not just shift your life. It will elevate everything connected to you. And as this unfolding continues, a deeper awareness is rising in you. Your spirit is more alert, more attuned, more awake. You can sense heaven's whisper even in stillness. You are no longer preparing for blessing. You are stepping into it. Your discernment sharpens before evidence appears, much like Samuel recognizing God's voice long before he understood its weight. You may find yourself revisiting your past with clarity instead of ache. This is heaven allowing you to gather wisdom. Many moments that once confused you now reveal themselves as preparation. I have walked through this too, seasons where everything suddenly made sense in the light of where God was leading me next. And now you are in that connecting phase, where even your mistakes begin to look like stepping stones. Your sensitivity to alignment is growing. You notice when peace shifts. You feel when environments shrink around your spirit. You recognize when someone's presence drains your strength. This is not emotional fragility. It is spiritual precision forming within you. And as we continue from the last revelation, chosen one, understand this. The inner discomfort you feel is not instability. It is spiritual growth. Your soul is refusing to settle because heaven is raising your standards. You are being drawn toward places where your purpose is honored, where your calling is understood, and where your light is not misinterpreted. And as God increases your influence, He is also shielding you from voices and environments that could distort your direction. Some connections are fading because they would have weakened the foundation of your future if they remained. The blessing ahead requires a deeper surrender, not one born from fear, but from trust. It is the surrender that whispers, "God, you see farther than I do." This kind of release opens doors effort could never reach. It activates grace and aligns timing in ways human strategy cannot. I have lived through seasons where holding tightly made everything heavy, yet the moment I released control, what felt impossible began to move. Surrender is not giving up. It is allowing God to do what only He can. And chosen one, the wealth being prepared for you is not meant to inflate your ego. It is meant to expand your assignment. Heaven entrusts resources to those who stayed faithful in scarcity, who kept compassion when they lacked, who protected integrity when no one was watching. This blessing is heaven's endorsement. God places abundance in the hands of those who will multiply hope, heal communities, and carry light into places where despair once lived. Your spiritual vision is being renewed as well. Obstacles now look like opportunities. What once felt too large now feels reachable. This shift is proof that heaven is enlarging your mind and preparing you to think like a steward, not a survivor. You are being positioned for rooms where your presence will matter, where your voice will bring clarity, and where your decisions will carry weight. This is not for image, it is for purpose, and God will complete what He began within you. As you move forward, you will need to trust your spirit more than your fears, God's rhythm more than your plans, and divine nudges more than human logic. You are entering a flow where ease replaces strain and where alignment replaces striving. This is the kind of grace Ruth walked in when she stepped into a field she did not choose, only to meet a destiny she could not have planned. You are being stretched the same way, not to break you, but to build you. Pay attention to the subtle changes happening inside you. Your desires are shifting, your vision is widening, your priorities are becoming sharper. You no longer cling to what drains you or chase what distracts you. You are loosening the need for others' approval because your identity is being rooted in something deeper. Heaven is strengthening your inner world so you can carry external abundance with wisdom and stability. The wealth assigned to you is strategic. It is tied to the people you will lift, the systems you will influence, and the legacy you will leave. Heaven is not blessing you for luxury, but for impact. Your resources will carry healing. Your generosity will release freedom. Your influence will restore hope. And your prosperity will bear the imprint of God's faithfulness. Some doors are closing now not to deprive you, but to make room for better ones. I have lived through seasons where everything familiar seemed to fall apart, only to realize later that heaven was clearing space for what was greater. Some endings are upgrades disguised as loss. Your relationship with fear is changing too. Fear once paralyzed you. Now it simply reminds you that you are walking into unfamiliar territory. Heaven has strengthened your courage quietly, shaping you into someone who moves with revelation instead of insecurity. The wealth coming to you is not a reward for asking. It is heaven's response to endurance. You survived seasons that taught you to stretch, to trust, to believe without proof. Those seasons did not crush you, they trained you. And now the faithfulness only God saw is being honored. The future before you holds doors you never thought you would enter and conversations you never imagined having. You do not need to chase them. They are aligned with your name. All you must do is stay aligned with the path heaven is unfolding. Imagine a life where pressure lifts, where purpose flows freely, where clarity meets you each morning, and abundance supports what God placed inside you. That is the life forming now. A life where creativity blossoms, where your spirit breathes easily, and where peace becomes your norm. So stay close to God, stay grounded in truth, stay rooted in purpose. The blessing coming is not fragile or temporary. It is established, intentional, and already written. Heaven is not just preparing a blessing for you, heaven is preparing you for the blessing. And as you step further into this unfolding, a deeper awareness awakens. Your thoughts reach for the future in ways that surprise you. Possibilities that once felt distant now feel within reach. Heaven is expanding your vision from the inside out so your outer world can rise to meet it. Like Abraham lifting his eyes to see land he had not yet walked, you are being invited to imagine beyond what you have known. You are learning to trust the unseen. You feel guided even without full details. An inner compass is pulling you toward destiny rather than history. Every nudge toward unfamiliar peace, every stirring of expectation is heaven leading you step by step. You may notice your emotional stability increasing. What once triggered you now feels manageable. What once overwhelmed you now feels like an assignment rather than a threat. This steadying is intentional. You cannot carry supernatural wealth with fragile emotions, so God is strengthening you quietly and consistently. Your life is being rearranged by divine design. Opportunities are moving toward you. Connections are aligning. Resources with your name embedded in them are drawing near. No delay has been wasted. No detour has been accidental. Heaven has been preparing the path, and heaven has been preparing you. And as we move from the last truth, chosen one, recognize this. Every season you survived has carried you to the threshold you now stand on. Heaven is opening doors that once stayed shut. If you felt misunderstood lately, it is because the dreams you carry were never meant to fit inside ordinary conversations. Your calling requires deeper listeners. Your purpose requires those who can see beyond the surface. So do not resent the moments when others could not grasp your vision. Their misunderstanding was protection. Heaven separated you so the destiny growing inside you would not be diluted. Now a divine acceleration is approaching. Not frantic or chaotic, but steady and right. Opportunities will come with clarity. Ideas will arrive as if whispered into your spirit. People will appear at the very moment they are needed. Resources will move toward you in ways that defy logic. This is the movement of favor, not effort. You have reached a maturity of faith that heaven can respond to, and now circumstances are aligning with what your spirit has already become. Chosen one, your words carry increasing weight. You feel a holy caution forming before you speak, because you are no longer speaking from old identity, but from divine identity. Heaven is shaping your language the way He shaped Jeremiah's, teaching you to plant the future with your voice. Every declaration of faith becomes a seed that pulls your blessing closer. You are not entering a new chapter. You are entering a new reality where provision replaces fear and clarity replaces confusion. And your spirit feels the importance of this moment, like the stillness before a wave rises or the quiet before dawn. Heaven often moves silently before it moves visibly, and that is what surrounds you now. A boldness is rising within you, not born from pride, but from awakening. The same boldness Esther carried when she stepped into a role she once felt unqualified for. Heaven is stretching your faith to match the size of your assignment. Small prayers can no longer contain what God is building. You are being shifted from survival into overflow. And as this shift unfolds, notice how gently certain doors close. Some relationships fade without conflict. Some plans lose their pull. Some opportunities feel outdated overnight. This is not confusion. It is clarity. Heaven is redirecting you with grace, removing what cannot support who you are becoming. Look at your progress. You have lived through moments that tested your strength, moments when fear tried to smother hope, moments when you wondered if God still remembered your name. Yet you stand now wiser, stronger, more attuned to the Spirit than ever before. What tried to break you has become what built you. Every delay shaped discernment. Every disappointment strengthened character. And because you endured, you are ready for what heaven is releasing. There is a promise hovering over your life. You feel it in the quickening of your heart when purpose is mentioned. You feel it in the calm that rises when you pray. This promise is heaven's intention, echoing through your spirit, drawing nearer each day. Soon you will see God's fingerprints in the small details. Unexpected favor, effortless opportunities, people drawn to your light, provision flowing from unexplained directions. This is the sign that you have stepped into alignment. Heaven is not only blessing you, heaven is partnering with you. Your creativity will rise in this season as well. Ideas will feel inspired. Solutions will feel guided. Vision will feel larger than anything you could form on your own. Heaven is equipping you with wisdom and imagination for the assignment ahead. And God is refining your character with the same care He used when shaping Moses in the wilderness. Patience, humility, and discernment are being strengthened inside you so you can hold influence without being shaken by it. These lessons are quiet but sacred. Heaven is forming a foundation that abundance cannot crack. Chosen one, the blessing approaching you is not fragile or temporary. It is secured by divine promise and timed with precision. And heaven is not waiting for the blessing to be ready. Heaven is waiting for you to step fully into the identity built through every season you endured. As this prophetic unfolding deepens, a new awareness rises within you. Layers are falling away. Strength is surfacing. Clarity is sharpening. You are responding not as who you once were, but as who heaven has shaped you to be. The way you think, pray, dream, and listen has changed. This is evidence of supernatural transformation. Heaven is teaching you to walk in a peace that does not depend on circumstance. A peace like Jesus carried while crossing a storm, rooted not in sight, but in certainty. Your spirit has already stepped into the blessing your life is now moving toward. And that alignment creates stability no storm can shake. This is the season where heaven finishes what it began in you, chosen one. And as we continue from the last revelation, chosen one, understand this. When God prepares someone for supernatural abundance, He first establishes supernatural peace. Without peace, blessing feels like weight. With peace, blessing becomes stewardship. God is shaping your inner world, so the wealth He entrusts to you will rest on a grounded heart, not a restless one. This is why you suddenly sense what no longer belongs in your life. Certain habits lose their appeal. Certain conversations feel hollow. Certain relationships drift from resonance. These shifts are not random. They are spiritual recalibrations. Before God lifts you, He removes what would slow you. You are not being stripped. You are being streamlined, freed from distractions that once claimed your attention. Heaven is also widening your emotional capacity. You are learning to hold your growth gently, to forgive yourself for earlier missteps, to release guilt tied to older versions of you, and to honor the strength that carried you through seasons meant to break you. This internal healing is essential. A wounded heart misuses abundance, but a healed one multiplies it. And God is tending wounds you did not even realize were there. Think of the times you felt like you were walking in the dark. Those moments were not abandonment, but invitations to deeper trust. That trust is becoming instinct within you. You no longer need constant confirmation because your spirit recognizes God's leading. You are learning to move in rhythm with heaven, not behind or ahead of it. Your discernment is sharpening as well. You sense intentions before words are spoken. You recognize when something aligns with your destiny, even if its surface is appealing. God is giving you spiritual clarity because abundance draws both opportunity and motive. Discernment becomes your shield, and heaven has been strengthening it through every quiet lesson. The relationships entering your life now carry purpose. Mentors, partners, and allies will begin to appear, people who speak to your future rather than your past. Their presence will feel like peace because true alignment always carries confirmation. Even your dreams may intensify, some symbolic, some instructive, some reassuring. Heaven often speaks when the mind rests and the spirit listens. And chosen one, do not ignore the holy restlessness rising inside you. Even in stability, something within whispers that you are called to more. You are not designed for an average life. You are designed for an anointed one. God is stretching your vision because He is enlarging your destiny. What is coming to you is not merely provision. It is purpose. It is generational elevation. It is the unfolding of an assignment that requires influence, resources, and inner strength. This is the pattern woven through Scripture. Before Joseph carried authority, God refined his character. Before David held a crown, God shaped his heart. Heaven builds the vessel before it fills the vessel. And now heaven has gone ahead of you. The blessing drawing near will confirm what your spirit has sensed for months. You stand on sacred ground. You may not see the full manifestation yet, but you can feel its nearness. Heaven always reveals promise to the spirit before revealing it to the eyes. This is why your priorities are shifting. You find you cannot waste your energy on what does not align. You feel pulled toward focus, even without knowing every detail of the future. God is preparing you to carry abundance with clarity rather than chaos. You may feel caught between what was and what will be, but this in-between space is holy. It is where God shapes your foundation, teaches calm, and strengthens your faith. Often the first sign of elevation appears in thought. Your standards rise. Your identity stabilizes. You stop shrinking to be accepted. You stop seeking permission to be who God designed you to be. This is not arrogance. It is alignment. Heaven is anchoring you in your true identity, so you do not question the blessing when it arrives. God is also restoring your capacity to dream. Where disappointment once made you minimize expectations, heaven is now awakening visions that feel too large for logic. These dreams are not excessive. They are heaven-sized. and heaven provides for what it births. Your heightened sensitivity in this season is not weakness, it is training. You notice what others overlook. You sense shifts others cannot feel. Heaven sharpens the senses of those who will carry influence, because stewardship requires awareness. Look at what you have survived. Seasons where giving up seemed reasonable, yet you endured. Seasons where you felt unseen, yet God carried you. These trials forged spiritual resilience and prepared you for the weight of the blessing. Your strength now is not ordinary. It is refined, it is reinforced, and chosen one. Heaven is releasing creativity into your life with new intensity. Fresh ideas, inspired solutions, unexpected insight. Creativity is one of the ways God signals elevation. Your spirit is opening and heaven is filling it. And as we move from the last truth, chosen one, understand this: new ideas often signal new seasons. The concepts rising in you now are not accidents, but seeds heaven planted for your future abundance. Like the vision God gave Solomon before he built the temple, these ideas are catalysts for what is coming. Pay attention to them. They are prophetic in nature. This is also a season where God is teaching you the power of your voice. You are learning to speak about your future from identity, not insecurity, from faith, not fear. Words carry spiritual momentum. They shape atmospheres long before circumstances shift. Heaven responds to the voice that knows who it is, and you are beginning to speak like someone chosen, anointed, and aligned. A supernatural calm is settling over your life as well. It holds steady when circumstances wobble, offers clarity when choices feel heavy, and shelters you from emotional turbulence. This peace is not something you constructed. It is something God placed within you so the blessing ahead has a stable place to rest. Without peace, abundance becomes pressure. With peace, abundance becomes purpose. Remember too that the wealth approaching you is not meant for comfort alone. It is meant for assignment. You are being positioned to build, uplift, restore, and empower. What God places in your hands will ripple into the lives of many, multiplying hope in places that have known scarcity. Your blessing is not isolated. It is interconnected. As you step into this next movement of your journey, you may feel a profound sense of recognition, as though your spirit has been waiting for this moment of clarity. That feeling is heaven completing a cycle within you. Everything you walked through has led to this point of spiritual culmination. You are standing at the edge of fulfillment. The promise no longer hovers in the distance. Its presence is beginning to press into your atmosphere. Divine alignment is forming behind the scenes. What once felt scattered is now weaving into a coherent pattern. Themes repeat themselves. Opportunities echo the same direction. Even your thoughts seem to harmonize with heaven's intentions. Nothing in this season is coincidence. Every shift has been strategic, every delay intentional. God is coordinating the details of your elevation with the same care He used when forming you in the secret place. And your inner world reflects this work. You are not who you were even months ago. Fears that once intimidated you have loosened. Wounds that once weakened you have healed. Discernment has sharpened. Confidence has grown. Heaven has shaped your character with the precision of a craftsman preparing a vessel for purpose. The weight you now carry is not burden, but destiny. Your sense of self has changed too. You no longer chase approval or explain your calling to those unable to understand it. This strength is not pride. It is clarity. You are seeing yourself through heaven's eyes, chosen, equipped, and entrusted. And as you grow, your environment adjusts. Connections fade, conversations shrink, old desires lose their hold. This is ascension, not loss. When God elevates you, everything misaligned falls away. You may even feel an urgency to move, prepare, or shift without knowing exactly what you are preparing for. This urgency is spiritual. The same stirring Noah felt before the rain. The same discernment Joseph carried before famine. The same courage that awakened Esther before her moment of influence. Heaven is signaling that the window is opening, and your spirit is responding. The blessing whispering to your heart is not symbolic. It is literal, generational, and transformational. Heaven is preparing you for sustained flow, not temporary increase. You are being entrusted with abundance that will reshape families and communities because your faithfulness in small things proved you could carry greater things. This wealth will change your influence, your responsibilities, and the way you see yourself. You will understand that you were built for this. Divine timing is now moving in your favor. What once felt delayed will accelerate. Doors that refused to budge will open with ease. Opportunities that once seemed unreachable will find you. This is not coincidence. It is alignment. When heaven declares a season, all things must yield to that timing. But this next chapter requires surrender. Not surrender rooted in fear, but in trust. Trust that God has already written your ending. Trust that nothing meant for you can be lost. Trust that heaven is ahead of you, guiding each step. Trust that what comes is fortified by promise, not threatened by circumstance. So breathe, chosen one. Let these truths settle into your spirit. You are not reaching the end. You are stepping into fulfillment. The shift is not approaching. It is here. Heaven is opening its treasury. The blessing is in motion. And you are walking into the greatest season of your life. Before we enter this prayer, chosen one, take a slow breath and let your heart become still. Allow the presence of God to settle over you, because what you are about to pray is not ordinary. It is alignment. It is agreement. It is activation. Heavenly Father, Almighty God, the one who calls seasons into being and appoints moments for your people, we come before you with humble gratitude. Thank you for guiding this chosen one into their Kairos moment. Thank you for the shift already happening in their spirit, for the clarity rising within them, and for the confidence you are awakening. Father, your word in Jeremiah 29:11 reminds us that you know the plans you have for us, plans to prosper and not to harm, plans to give us hope and a future. Today, we stand on that promise. Lord, I pray that your supernatural peace settles deeply into this chosen one. Let it guard their mind and soothe their heart. Teach them to rest in the certainty that what you have appointed cannot be taken, delayed, or denied. Let your peace become their anchor as they step into abundance, favor, and purpose. Father, strengthen their discernment, sharpen their spiritual hearing, make them sensitive to your whispers, receptive to your nudges, and willing to move when you say, go. Remove every distraction that tries to cloud their vision and illuminate every path you have prepared. As Psalm 32:8 declares, I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you with my loving eye on you. Let this be their reality. Lord, bless their hands and prepare their heart to steward the wealth, influence, and opportunity you are releasing. Let their generosity become an instrument of healing. Let their obedience open doors for others. Let their life carry the fragrance of Christ in every environment they enter. Father, Cover them with protection, seen and unseen. Surround them with your angels as you promised in Psalm 91. Shield them from fear, doubt, and the voices that oppose destiny. Let them walk boldly into the season you have designed, knowing that heaven stands behind every step. And now, Lord, let your favor flow. Let miracles unfold. Let provision appear. Let alignment manifest. Let this chosen one step fully into what you have already begun. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. Thank you, chosen one, for praying with me today. If this prayer resonated with your spirit and you feel heaven confirming its truth, write, "I receive this prayer," in the comments. And if you want to continue walking this journey with a community of faith, make sure to subscribe. Go in grace, go in confidence, and walk in divine alignment.